This is Mayon Volcano pretty much. And as you could see, it's really true to form because lava is flowing out and gushing on the sides because as you guys know, Mayon is a pretty active volcano. Good day everyone, this is Jason914 and I am back with another Minecraft video. So what are we going to do today? I'm going to continue my tours of Filipino Minecraft builds. And the build that I have today is not something that is usual compared to my other builds because the other builds I just put everything down block per block. Okay? This one I didn't. Instead, we generated this in terms of a map. And these are natural wonders of the Philippines. Okay, natural wonders meaning that they're inspired by actual landscapes that you can find around the country. And then once you have these natural landscapes, we then put it out in a Minecraft map. You can Google it if you want. It's accessing some geological data that was gathered by I think the US Navy if I'm not mistaken. Then you can load it up in Google Maps. Then download the geological survey data. And once you have that, you could actually use the 3D modeling of that data, put it into Minecraft or MC Edit, and then you can come up with a map of your choice. So it's pretty cool in that you could actually get realistic maps based on real-life locations. I have 3 maps here. I'm going to start off with one map, and that is Corregidor. So what is distinctive about Corregidor? So just a bit of history. Corregidor is this tadpole-shaped island that sits in the mouth of Manila Bay. It's been through a lot in its history, mainly because of its position in the mouth of Manila Bay. It acts as a sort of first line of defense whenever there are enemy ships that are trying to invade Manila. So it was most used by the Spanish, and then the Americans refurbished it, built a lot of fortifications, lots of guns, and then eventually it made its name in World War II, when it was the last holdout of the American troops still holding the Philippines when the Japanese tried to invade Manila. And over here, as you can see, we got the actual island pretty much in its original shape. So there's a tadpole shaped bit here. This is top side. So top side is the big part of the island where almost all of the guns are located. And then in the middle, this is where the main barracks are, where the landing areas are because it's pretty low. And then at the tail side, or this tail end, you have the main airport where back in World War II, when you had propeller-based planes that are pretty small, you could actually take off using the runway here. Now you might be wondering why there are some structures here. I didn't actually build this. I think this was an error when we tried to generate the map, and that is because we forgot to turn off generate structures. So it ended up building this village, or if not, I think it's a sea temple, because as you could see, this map is pretty much below sea level by accident. So anyway, this map is still pretty to scale and realistic. So if ever we do decide to make a Corregidor build in the future we're going to put, like, let's say for example this elevation here, we could put the actual gun emplacements. That would be really cool because this is a pretty historic place in Corregidor. There's even some lava here. I'm not sure if there's an actual volcano in Corregidor, but maybe Minecraft just generated that kind of thing. But anyway, there's not much Minecraft builds in this island. This is just pretty much the landscape of Corregidor. So I'm going to go to my next map.
5 minutes later.
Okay, so this next map, I'm going to let it load as I'm just waiting here because you could see it unfold and you could pretty much recognize the map as it goes further, and that is Mayon Volcano. So this is a map that I featured before in the Pinoy Craft channel as an example of a build that we did in Pinoy Craft that did not necessarily have to be block by block. And as you could see, it's really true to form because lava is flowing out and gushing on the sides because as you guys know, Mayon is a pretty active volcano that once in a while triggers these volcanic alert levels to a pretty high level, and thus the residents in the area have to vacate. But nonetheless, we got a pretty realistic simulation of what Mayon Volcano looks like because you know the distinct thing about Mayon Volcano is that it has a perfect cone. So it's one of the few mountains and volcanoes in the world that almost looks like a perfect triangle when you look at it from the bottom. So it's pretty cool. It is one of the big natural wonders, I would say, of this country. And if ever we try to do a Bicol build in the future wherein we could put towns in the bottom, then that's something we could pretty much do with this map. Because as you can see, right over here, it properly looks like the actual volcano itself. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this Mayon Volcano build. I'm going to go to my next and final landscape map now.
A few inches later.
So this map over here is something that it's not actually a natural wonder, it's a man-made thing. But because Minecraft is a very blocky kind of game, it actually made it pretty realistic. And if you do you recognize this place already? All of these big mountains over here. So where's a place in the Philippines that has all of these mountains? And then you could see a little bit of smaller mountains over there, and then the valley down below. This is where Banaue Rice Terraces is. Okay, this is Banaue Rice Terraces in Minecraft, and this is crazy because we don't actually have to build too much into it. It pretty much resembles Banaue Rice Terraces because of Minecraft, as I mentioned, being pretty blocky in nature. So all of these look like the rice terraces. But I am very sure that this thing can be improved because this again bases its data in geological surveys. This one more resembles the mountains before any of these rice terrace formations were actually put. So this is just going to be a short video. In the future, we could probably expand these builds such that it has the real life structures, and in this case, in the Banaue Rice Terraces, we could probably put the rice paddies that look realistic to the real thing. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't yet. Please let me know in the comments what you want me to cover next. And until then, I hope you guys are staying safe at home, take all the necessary precautions, and make sure that you get yourself healthy so that when all of this is over, we can go out and have a good time. So till then, take care.